Hello, vertical people. Hello, horizontal people. This is what we're doing today. My phone is dying, so this is gonna be a fast one. I am in the midst of making my poster board for Queen's Prize, which is in 5 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we leave, and Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning is my presentation. Ah! Okay. Panicking. I'm panicking because I'm scared. I'm fully prepared for this. I'm literally gluing on the last 3 pieces of paper with the factoids onto my little presentation boards. I'm not going to show you until the day of because... and then I'm going to color in the decoration. I have these nice Celtic knotwork coloring papers, and I'm just going to slap them on there for decoration, for enrichment in the enclosure. And then I'm just going to sew straps on my dresses and add trim to my dresses and just make my clothing look nicer. The clothing isn't my research. My research is the culture. The clothing is just a physical representation of that research. So the fact that it is incomplete is not a stress factor. It's just something that I get to do while playing D&D this week. I am heading out Friday night to Kansas City. And then from Kansas City, we will be going to Manhattan on Saturday morning. With like an entire entourage of people, we're going out together. It's going to be fun. I'm bringing my 2 newbie friends with me. They're going to have a good time talking to people about arts with different areas of interest than me. The list of entrants for our arts and science competition looks amazing. So many cool entries. And I am full of stricken terror. I'm terrified. Look at me. Hey, come here real quick. Hey, hi. I'm so scared. I am so scared. I don't know why I'm scared, but I am. I am so scared that I almost told Marie to strike me from the schedule when I saw her yesterday. Because I'm so terrified of judgment. I don't like competitions. I don't like competing. It stresses me out. It makes me very anxious. I don't like it. I get real competitive with games and things like that, which is why I like fighting, because we're all having fun competing with each other and ourselves, being the best version of ourselves. It's not what's happening here, right? There's no one but me. And judges, 3 judges, are going to get up and judge me. There are no judges in fighting. The marshals are there to make sure that we're safe. It's just you and me. And we get to decide what just happened. On my honor and on yours. I can trust you. You can trust me. That's what fighting is. This is judgment. Hey. People are going to judge me. 3 of them, to be precise. And lots of other people with shiny hats and fancy flowers are going to walk up and they're going to go, "So you didn't talk about period dye techniques or period bleaching at all? Why do you mention dyeing so much if you didn't use period dye techniques in your research?" I already know. They're going to. And it's because this isn't an in-depth dive. This isn't a book. This isn't a 30-page thing that I'm submitting. I'm just a little bird. I am just a swan. I'm just a swan who is presenting on my niche persona. This isn't my persona is a Trøndelag whose father was a farmer and whose mother was the daughter of a fisherman. And he was kind of stressed out on the farm. And so he and Grandpa went fishing a lot. He got very good at fishing. He got very good at boat stuff. He's a boatman. And so when his buddies left for summer school and he was left behind, they came back and they were like, "Man, you've got to see the rest of the world. It's crazy out there. You should come with us next year when we go on our raid." And he said, "I'm not a fighter." And they said, "Whatever, hippie," because everybody knows that he's like the weird kid who has dreams and talks to the gods in the backyard. A little weird not to talk to them in the living room. Just saying. And so he went on the raid, and they were like, "Hey, if you're gonna be on the boat, you need to fight." And he's like, I boat. I don't blood. But blood he does. Hey, come here. Hi. Yeah. Blood he does. Because I fight. Because that's my persona, is a holy person in the community who is like upper middle class because of his status as like the son of a farmer and a fisherman, and he's got social status and social standing, and he's a holy man, and people like think like he's real in touch with the gods and shit. And then he went on a raid on a whim, and now he kills people in the name of the gods. That's my persona. There it is. And that's why I spent a year researching Trondheim and the Trøndelag and Trondes, and now I have to present this to Aya Goldbearer, who knows so much about history and slice of life persona culture research, and I have to sit there and be like, this is fine. All this, because I did not like the clothing I wear to my friends' cool, neat, high persona ceremony. All of this because of Gunnar the Red Boar. I'm sorry. I was freaking out a little bit. That was on me. I think that angle, this is a better angle. This is a calmer angle. This is fine. No more zooming in and out, I promise. Loki's in the living room today. Okay. So I'm finishing my board, my triptych. And I tried recording this video on Thursday when I went and got the supplies and started this process. Unfortunately, my phone decided to act up. It's working now. So I'm finishing the last couple things. I've got 3 cards left where I'm basically going to talk about like the supplies that you need in order to have a Trond persona. And I hope it's the O with the line through it, which I think is actually pronounced I, in which case it's Trøndelag and Trondheim. I don't know how that word is pronounced. I need to learn. The last 3 cards are for like how an SCA person, a medieval reenactor, can take my research and use it. So it's going to be the clothing fabric that we have and the colors you can wear, the food you would eat and the animals that they came from, handicraft jobs and how to do them, and then a little bit of a blurb on like what we modernly call a Satru, which was just their faith, the worship of the Asa, the Aesir, the Asa and Isinjar, worshipping Odin and Frigga and Thor and Tyr, and generally speaking, like that was their religion, and Thor was super important in this region in particular, because Thor's the god of farmers, because rain makes farm crops grow. My persona does not worship Thor. My persona worships Odin. Odin. I worship Odin. My persona worships Odin for separate reasons that have more to do with like the persona himself as opposed to the fact that it's me. And he's a him, in case you were wondering. Why isn't he a woman? There were women fighters. We have documentation and burials of women Vikings who were buried as warriors with station. Well, why isn't it? Because I wanted to diversify my clothing, and men's Viking clothing is really, really comfortable and easier to make than the women's stuff, and I'm lazy. Well, then why is your Greek persona wear? Because my Greek persona is Minoan, and the clothing is really, really pretty. And the men's clothing involves an extreme amount of nudity that I'm not comfortable with. We're gonna deep dive the Minoan thing in June. We're gonna start the reading and the books. We're actually gonna start that, like, this week. On Wednesday, we're starting. Because this is done. There's no more research. I've got my books that I can finish reading. I've got 2 chapters left in Beowulf. I got 5 pages left in Mead Hall. I can finish reading those books. But then we're gonna start on the Minoan project, and we'll see what happens there. I'll talk to you later this week. Goodbye, horizontal people. And vertical people. Send hope.